I'm combining a question in the chat about the center position in particular with what I'm reading here in Athlon from an opposing SEC assistant coach who is highly questioning the offensive line's preparedness for the SEC. So the center position in particular, if you've got a beat on that, and then also just general offensive line uncertainty heading into a better league.
I think it's fair to have some concerns about where Oklahoma's offensive line is at heading into the SEC. I think that's natural. I think that's perfectly fair. The Sooners lose all 5 starters up front. Anytime you lose all 5 starters, it's going to be a bit of a mystery box, if you will, as to what you get the following year. And the Sooners did a good job in the transfer portal of bringing in some experienced contributors, guys that are plug-and-play starters. Fabechi Weewu from North Texas, Garen Hatchett from Washington. Most recently, Branson Hickman from SMU, who's going to be the program's starting center this fall. So the pieces are there. The talent is there. The question is, and it's always a question with the offensive line, regardless of how many starters you're replacing, how well will they mesh as a unit? Because you can have 5 high-level football players up front, but if they aren't working in coordination with one another, you're going to have problems. And that's where Bill Bedenbaugh's expertise and his penchant as a coach comes into play. I think, and it's becoming a more common sentiment around here in Oklahoma, Mark. I think the Oklahoma offensive line is actually going to be surprisingly strong relative to the national expectation, because I do think there's that perception that Oklahoma might not get outright bulldozed, but that they'll have issues up front. What I see, and I was talking to somebody this past weekend, a good source on the matter, who said, look, here's what'll probably happen. It'll take them 3 weeks, which you look at their non-conference slate. It's Temple, it's Houston, and it's Tulane. 3 games that Oklahoma should win. So it'll take them 3 weeks. They'll have some things to work through. They'll have some kinks to work out. But once they do, they're going to be completely solid.
I saw a Pro Football Focus grade on Hickman that was really solid. Considers him a high-level player.